here for Interception Belgium.
Adele Renault is an artist who has specialized in painting and spraying realistic portraits of pigeons and people. She focuses on presentation of ordinary city residents, depicting them on canvas as well as on massive murals. From London to LA, Adele's work is admired by galleries, art shows, festivals, and events, enabling her to build a global fan base on all 5 continents.
So we're here like in your studio, Adele?
Yeah, well, also temporary. I don't know if it's. I'm still trying to find the best place in the house. Painting downstairs, more space, but then I don't have a place to chill because work and live is all in one place.
And tell me about positive things.
So, okay, I'm working on a very new series because I like to work in series, which can go on for years. So. Everybody knows my work from pigeons, I think, because that was my main subject. But now I'm moving to plants, which is something very close to me because I love plants, especially now living with the garden. So it's a subject that will probably be going on for many years of the rest of my life.
And this is like a leaf?
Yeah, this is a leaf. This is just chard, you know, like a beetroot kind of leaf.
I know.
So. Well, and because I was living in LA, I have obviously in LA the plants for me are so exotic and very nice, so it's going to be half the series is the very California vegetation and then half is very common plants from Belgium, like very banana.
What kind of plants are these?
These are just like yuccas or, you know, like kind of very stringy grass.
Colorway.
No, I never invent the colorways, the real colorways, but I photograph it in the most colorful way.
Ah, okay. Because
it has the red edges. I don't invent it. I might enhance it a little bit. You know?
Okay. And this is for a particular show.
Yeah.
Which will be
where? It will be opening September 9th in Liège at Galerie K4.
Okay, so it's like basically in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, and so many artworks
still in progress.
Are missing?
Yeah.
So you're under pressure now.
Yes.
So you want us to leave?
Leave me alone! Yeah. No, because I have to paint another painting for other galleries. But is pressure
good for you or bad?
Yeah. No, I like deadlines. But I had a lot of this summer. I got behind a bit. I like to be done on time usually, and now it's like crush.
Earlier today we had seen your other artworks. So this is like your nature series, is it correct?
Well, this is feathers. So it began from pigeon feathers.
Ah, okay.
So it's not plants, but it's so zoomed in. You know, it's like a macro.
Okay.
So like this is like maybe like a area this big on the pigeon neck.
Okay.
But the colors are kind of freestyle, and it's originally kind of thing that appear in nature, like iridescent copper. You will get the purple-green iridescent.
And if you're not happy with something, is it easy to cover it up?
Yeah, but on canvas, I prefer not to make a mistake because you can always see it with a certain lighting. If you know
the texture changes.
Yeah, if you imagine I had like lines going this way first and then go over, you will always see it. On a mural, it doesn't matter, on brick or whatever.
You have to make your money from your art, but you don't want to produce for a market.
No, I do not want to think about, is it going to sell or not? If you make something that can please any crowd, obviously it's easier to sell. But then maybe for institutions, they don't like it so much because they want to show controversial stuff. So it depends. I mean, you could be really successful and make a lot of money because you have institutional shows and subsidized.
Yes, because
I think that's why often you know, performance arts and stuff, obviously you can't sell, there's no market value, so that's why they get more subsidies. And that's fine.
And what is street art for you? Because like in my perception, street art has changed a lot.
It changed a lot, but you know, just like making a design on Illustrator and project it and fill it colorful, pleasing things.
Okay.
That's not. But because I mean, there's good and bad art in every.
Sure.
Yeah. So
And where did you start? On the streets or at the school or at your
I mean, I was
desk?
always drawing since I was 3, so then it was on the street. But then I did graffiti before I started to paint with paintbrushes.
And did
I was
you-
drawing.
Do you think that this is like very male dominated? This like
Not any more than
Writing?
not more than carpentry or plumbers or surgeons. I don't like to see gender, just like I don't like to see race. You know, it's like for me, I never consider myself a woman, or it's just me and my buddies, and you just go and do it. If you don't have the guts to do it, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
and do you feel that there's like machismo in like the street art and graffiti art scene? So
No.
did men
I
ever-
never had any
Okay.
problems, but like I said, I don't consider myself. Oh, I'm a girly girl, and the boys like. If you don't want to speak to men in general, well, then you go and do things with your girlfriend. You start a girlfriend graffiti crew, or
Yes.
you know.
But
there's
that's really
always
interesting.
But what I do not like is now a lot of galleries or especially institutions, they're really busy with this quota. We need now Asian hates. We need a bit more Asian artists or more female artists. I would rather have a show with just men and it's a great show than have a show 50% of everything and the art is shit. So
Yes.
I agree that you should give equal chances to
Yes.
men and women, but you shouldn't invite 5 more women in your show quickly. Do you know any female artists? And then the art is shit. No, that's.
I'm trying to speak about things in general. I mean, generalization is always very difficult, but I mean, there are some
But
facts.
of course, I mean, it's the same with racism. It's definitely there,
Yeah.
and women get paid less for doing the same job. That's
In Germany
fucked up.
too.
Yeah, so those things should really change. But when it comes to art, where it's already a bit more liberal, if you are an artist, you should already think a bit
Yes.
different, I think, and a bit, not be afraid of doing your own thing. So then it shouldn't matter that you're a woman.
So in the end, for example, just like an idea, if the artwork would be hanging at a gallery and you wouldn't tell who did it, a man, a woman, young, old, which color, then the market decides if
It
it's
should
good
matter.
or
Yeah.
bad, and yeah.
And often it's the other way around, Like we were in LA and I said, well, it's in Los Angeles it's really bad now to be a male white artist because you're
Is
not
it
going to
so
get
bad?
any show.
I mean, I'm
Well, it
only
depends
reading
which
it.
gallery, but because
Okay.
now it's like it's much hipper even for like big galleries, and you see it. Then they showed male white artists for 100 years, and now all of a sudden it's all gay and either Latino or African Americans or female,
Okay.
and that's great. It
Yes.
should change, but it's a bit
The wrong reasons?
It's the wrong reason. It should have changed a long time ago, and it
Okay.
should change organically, and it should always be more inclusive. But it shouldn't be the big galleries who are just in it for the money. They're now in it for if we do this move now, we're gonna look really cool, so we're gonna sell even more. That's the wrong reasons.